how do you support other people?
I have people that need support, right? So I have family, I have work people, and I have friends. So for my friend, it's just simple. Like, just if they ask me for something that I can do, I just do it. For work, it's like I'm supporting them when I can so that they can support me. It's a win-win situation at work. For family, it's trickier. For now, at this moment in time, I don't think I can give as much as my mom had given me. So I just try my best to do what she asks, or like try to make her life easier. But it's tricky too because she's not one of those person who's like, "Oh, I need help."
Right. I can't say it.
No, never. Oh, I can handle it.
Is it yeah?
Yeah, like
Layers.
I can handle all this. You don't have to worry about anything. It's really hard to try to support someone who
Doesn't want
refuse
Yeah.
the support, But yeah, I try it with his mom too. Like we do what we can. We try to listen to her, support her when she could. But it's easier because she accepts it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
For me, I have this tendency. It's like I guess it's a bad habit too of like over supporting people. Even if I'm like, man, screw you, like you don't show up for me. But then like out of nowhere, they're like, dude, I need your help, whatever.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, there's like a switch in me. I'm like, I gotta help him, like always. And Dice is like telling me, nah, fuck that, stop, right? And honestly, lately I have been listening to her advice on that, and I feel like it makes you feel a little better. To be honest, like stop caring about the people that don't support me anymore. But for me, yeah, I like if you're a friend of mine, you know that I support you. Like that's for sure. Like whenever you need, like I'm there to listen all the time. If you need me to like do a certain like anything, like I would try my best to show up for you. And it gets tiring for sure because like I feel like our energy is not infinite. You know, even when it comes to just listening, you have a social battery. But
Yeah, for sure.
for me, like I feel like I tend to overwork sometimes when it comes to giving support.
Yeah.
And that's why I guess it hurts when I don't get the support.
You don't get it reciprocated.
Yeah, but I'm learning to like I guess like manage my support for people that matters more, and instead of just giving it out freely, like here's some free support from Cole. Hey, yeah.
So kind of going back to what I was talking about before, maybe I was just defending myself against, what you were saying. I feel like I'm kind of that person that could be misconstrued as not supportive. I'm not that type to proactively give out support like you. But if you ask me, I'll be there. But I'm not gonna be the one to be like, hey, Coy, let me hear you a sample, like, or like, like, hey, Chris. Like, what are you working on today? Let me listen to that.
Oh, I'm not expecting any of that.
Yeah, but that's what I say. Like, maybe like, but if you ask me, I will be there.
Yeah.
And if you ask me for a listen, I will listen. If you need me to, like, I'm there. Like, and if we go to like events, I'll have a good time. Because I know you're doing a great job. But I'm not that person to really proactively search out people to be like, hey, here you go, like like that's just not me.
Yeah.
But for me, like I'm the type of person who will support if you ask me for it, and then, but I'm guilty of not really proactively engaging and really seeing like necessarily, unless I'm with you in person. Like if I don't see you every day, it's hard for me to reach out and be like, hey, like what are you doing today? Like what are you working on?
Yeah.
And I just hope no one ever thinks that I don't support him if I don't do that. It's just like my circle is so close. It's just my family, really people who live here. And there's a few other people that I don't live close to that I talk to on a daily basis. But everyone else, it's like, I'll support you, So just, if you need support, it's just, I apologize if I don't come off like that. And it's just because I'm just the type that really proactively, engage and support.
For me, it's giving them my time pretty much, and acts of service. If you are someone that I don't care about, I won't give you any of my time. That's how you know. I don't need anything other than your time, and if you're gonna waste my time, I don't want any of that. Would you guys go out of your way to let the other know that they have your support?
Yes. Because I'm spending time on it, I will certainly let them know, I'm not the type who like, oh, by the way, I did this and did that for you. Yeah. But I'd be very loud about it, so they gotta know. Yeah.
That is
You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna the person who texts you, hey, by the way, did you see that I reshared this for you?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I was there, you're event. Like I'm heard of that, but like they're gonna know I'm there. Well then, you know?
For sure.
Yeah, I'm not silent supporting. Like I want credits for my support.
Yeah, I definitely silent support. Yeah, guilty of it. Yeah, I don't go out of my way to be like, hey, you know, I'm helping you out, man. Paying up those bills for me.
What about you guys?
I think for me too, like the way that I let them know that they have my support is I also listen. But that's how I show my support is that I first listen. I don't say anything else, and then I remember what they tell me, and then later on, like it could be 1 to 2 years later, I'll mention something, and then they'll say, "Oh my God, like I can't believe you still remember what I told you." So that's how I like to show my support, listening and acts of service, pretty much.
I'm guilty of being a bad listener or accused of being a bad listener. Because to me, support is like, oh, okay, you have an issue
Yeah.
and you need help. Here's the solution.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me. Like support is like, oh, I need to like give them a solution, or this conversation is useless.
Yeah.
That's my head. Okay, that's just me in my head.
Yeah.
But Chloe is a victim of this. Yeah. So he would tell me like, you know, like sometimes people just want to be heard.
Yeah. Oh.
Like you only just need to listen. You don't have to do it. Yeah. So so I was like, oh, okay. Damn, I need to like change my setting or some shit. You know?
That's so true.
Yeah, so now I'm getting better at just like figuring out if they just need to talk or if they need something like a solution to issues.
Sometimes you just need to let it out,
Yeah.
and then you're there to just listen. She's like, hell no. She's just like, stupid.
I would say no. I'm more like coy. I think it's just like I just do it. Like if you ask me, I'll be there. I'm not keeping score. Like that's just not me. Like and if I ask you to support and you're not listening, cool. It is what it is. Like but that's why people grow apart. It's all good. Like like friends grow apart. I'm not gonna be mad about it. If I see you, we're still good acquaintances. Whatever, we're good. But I probably just won't ask you to support me again at a later point in time. But I'm not mad about it. I'm not keeping score. But if you ask me to come out, it's your birthday, whatever, I'll still go. I'll still go. Like it's cool. Like if you're doing something fun, if you have a project you're working on, you need support, I'll support. But I probably just won't ask you to support me again because I know it's not coming. But again, at the end of the day, I'm not keeping score. I don't tell you that I'm supporting you. I don't support you loudly. I'll support you in private. Whatever, it's cool. So.
What would be your reason if you were to refuse to support someone?
Maybe it's just if someone's not our friend necessarily, I don't agree with what they're doing. I think it would really just come down to that.
The values?
Yeah, the values or whatever. Yeah, like whatever you're doing, if it doesn't align with what I believe, I'm not gonna go out and support that. That's just bad luck for everybody, So I think that would be the only reason why I don't support someone. And maybe just if it's like if you're doing something at a fucking midnight, I'll be like, sorry, man, gotta go to sleep.
Yeah.
But like if I can make it out, through everything, we'll definitely try. But again, if you're doing something like stupid and it's like I don't align with it, or it's just I probably won't support it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if honestly it's something that I think it's stupid,
Yeah.
like I don't want to be involved with that. I don't want to be the one who's like, oh yeah, I support that.
Yeah.
Also it's very rare for me to not support a person, but there is a final line.
Yeah.
That is like spamming me. Like keep asking me constantly,
Yeah.
keep sending me message about like certain thing. Yeah, like daily.
Said no.
No, I didn't say no. Like they just keep asking over and over again for the same support.
Yeah.
That I already given. You know what I mean? Like just constant spamming. Like okay, that's getting annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever had that one friend that joined an MLM, multi-marketing, like pyramid scam?
No, never.
Okay, so I had like 2 or 3, and it's like we were cool in college, right? And then like out of nowhere, like she keep talking to me like nonstop, like DMing. I was like, yeah, I'm doing good, whatever. Because they'll always open with like, hey, how are you doing? Haven't talked to you for a long time. And then like for me, I'm just like, I'm very receptive. So I'll try to have a conversation. And out of nowhere, it's like, oh yeah, we're having this like big banquet. Like you should come out, you know, like there's so many like millionaires there, you learn stuff. And I'll be like, okay, I'm busy that day. And then like she'll keep talking and talking. And then like months later, same thing. And I'll be like, all right, you know what? It's have to block this girl. No more.
I will not support someone if they're doing something stupid,
Yeah.
especially when it comes to substance abuse.
Yo.
Especially when it's like something like stupid, like over drinking or like binging on something. I do not fuck with that. Like, you're a grown ass woman and a man. Like, if you can't handle yourself, don't fucking do it.
At this age, like if you're over 30 and you know you can't handle something and you still kind of go for it, no.
Do you notice that in certain groups, their mentality is only to support the people who are less talented than them and would not support anyone who is better than themselves?
Yes. I know that. Okay, I came from Asian country, and that's like the norms, right? So if there's a group of people, and obviously there's one talented person, then the rest of the group will not support that person because they want everybody to be equal, right? They don't want anybody to be on top, like outshine everybody. So the closest circle to that person wouldn't support that person. The support will come from like other people, from randoms that realize that person is, it's shining.
Yeah.
That's pretty normal from where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
I notice in like the Asian bubbles, that's also happening. And I think it's just a cultural thing that they grew up that way and they go to school and people are acting that way, So even like in family setting, right? So this person is the one who's like making all dough,
Yeah.
But the elders, people that's basically are useless, and a loser will always talk down to them, will always making them feel less than.
Yeah.
Yeah, like just pushing them down and not, but then they'll go support like a random like street performer, I don't know, But it's just what I'm seeing that's pretty normal for Asian central culture.
Dang, this question sparks a lot within me. Especially when it comes from like my past as a dancer and now a DJ. Like I definitely feel this. Like seeing other people too, like that struggle with it and me. Like when it was a dance, I'm not like the greatest dancer of all time or like the best of my class, but I could attest that I was a pretty decent dancer. And at time I do feel like I get singled out. And at that time I felt like, oh, maybe I'm actually just bad. So, like I think maybe I'm just not that good. Maybe that's why. But then I think she was the one that was like telling me like, no, like you deserve this and that. And I'm like, no, you're just saying that because I'm dating you. Like you love me. That's why you're saying that. But it's just like, you should know my personality by now. Like if you suck,
She'll tell you.
you know.
Legit tear up because he played for me his DJ set, and I was sitting like this, taking note of each track. I was like, oh, this sucked. This transition is shit. Why do you sound like you don't know how to DJ? Like literally, I will say the truth while I'm listening. But yeah, he's good when he's good. But I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like he's the best at everything.
And I feel like not the lesser people,
The lesser people.
the people that
You're scandalous today.
that I feel like like people that kiss ass and like just like kind of like hang around the leaders or choreographers, like lick their balls, whatever. Like always get that slot, like that position. Like
You don't want to lick any balls?
Nah.
A little bit.
yeah,
Just a little.
it's like why is that person just like they're in the front? Why is that and then why is that always like in the back center? Like that's like my.
Because you don't lick his balls.
But yeah, and then now, when it comes to like when I got into DJing, I slowly started seeing that pattern again.
Kissers.
Yeah, and no offense, like Asians, like and a big circle of Asian DJs, obviously, and that patterns is still going on. I'm just like, dang, I just did some balls. Gotta lick some balls, man. I was like, dude, I escaped the whole like dance drama and shit, and now like I'm here. I'm like, damn, it's happening again. But now,
But not all.
yeah.
Not all of them.
But I guess like now that like I've gained like that mental strength and like loving myself more, I know that I'm a good DJ. Like, I could put it out there. And back then I'll be like, I don't know, I'm not sure if I'm a good dancer or not. But now I could confidently say that I'm very like confident with my skills. I know that if you put me in a room, like I would kill it.
I would say I understand where you guys are coming from. I don't think I've ever experienced that in my life, really.
Oh, you were in a frat with a bunch of Asians, right?
Yeah, and it was okay.
You don't feel that.
No, so it's a bunch of dudes.
It's just a bunch of dudes. We're just, I mean, like,
I feel
I think, yeah, I don't think anyone really competed against each other, like putting each other down, like, oh, cool, you were drinking one than someone else.
it would be different. It would be more complicated if there was a different sex in the group. But I think if it's all dudes, I think it's fine.
Yeah, and I think it's a different thing too, really. I think it's just like, you know, I don't think anyone thought they were better than someone else. Like, there's nothing that we're like, there was no end goal. Like, there's no prime time slot that I'm competing for. There's not like, oh, we're performing and, you get the first slot. Like, there's no one you needed to ask us. We're just a bunch of friends. There was nothing that like we would need to like be cliquey about or like, hey, no, that you can't be friends with this guy because he's cooler than us. Like, no, it wasn't like that. But I would say like, something that I do now again, like I mentioned earlier, I do run. I'm on Strava. If anyone wants to follow me on Strava, just kidding. But
By the way, he runs.
yeah. Oh yeah. But look, this kind of goes back to what I was saying before. My the amount of friends I have on Strava is very little.
How
Sweet.
many friends?
I
Oh, what?
like 7. So, and then we keep it, and then the people I actually keep in contact with there are even smaller. And then there's 2 friends that are on there too. We don't put each other down. It's like, oh, because I already know I'm faster than them. It don't matter. But like we just crack jokes on each other. Like, dude, why are you so slow? But it's in a good way. Like in a good way, we're not really like excluding anyone. We compete against each other, and it's all friendly competition at the end of the day. And everyone knows that we're in it to try to be more healthy and just to be more active.
Dude, that's good because I wish we could use that mentality with dads and DJing. Like, hey man, like that 5 tracks were selected. It was kind of trash. Yeah, like they should fix it next time. I will take it. I'll be like, dude, thank you. And shout out to my mentor. He actually taught me shit like that. My mentor, Jasper. Last episode. Yeah, he's real.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wish like we could be more real to each other. Like, like
Yeah, so yeah, we literally at the end of the day, we all know that we're there to be better and to really just try to be more healthy. At least that's with running, and but yeah, we're all homies and we just crack jokes, and no one's there to like really be like, hey, no, you're fucking slow, get out of here. Like we don't want to be catching hands. No.
I think I'm gonna share how personally I was affected by this like cultural like non-supportive thing is that it's in the family setting, right? So everyone in our realm of family, like his family and my family, their belief is that, oh, when you're married you should be just like be a good housewife, right? So when I say, oh, now that I've given birth and Simba can like, it's like tougher now and other people can take care of him and I'm going back to work, everybody was against it. His family and my family, they're both like, oh, you shouldn't be working, you should take care of your own kids. So that's I feel like a lot of Asian female are dealing with that. But I just have to learn to not listen to whatever they're saying. Like my mom, when she first started her business, which is theater, all her friends and family say, oh no, you shouldn't do it, you're just gonna lose money. She didn't listen, she do it anyway. And she's successful to the point that she is right now is because she didn't listen to anybody, really, which is good and bad, like this to point you have to listen. But I truly admire for just going with her gut instead of waiting for that support and that reassuring, or you take the leap.
Do you feel like you overall throughout the years that you've lived, you've listened to her more, or you've done the same thing she did, where you listen to your own gut and
Up until I was 17 years old,
Mhm.
I listened to my mom to the T. I just do whatever she say. Yeah, she know best, you know. But yeah. And then when I come to when I was 18, I fully live in the US. And like, okay,
you broke free.
yeah, like things she's saying, it's conflicting with my belief now.
She's not
You
there.
know, yeah, like like she still support me, but there's like reluctancy, you know, for a long time.
Yeah.
Where she's like, "Oh no, I think I know best," like whatever. But now, even though our beliefs are different, she still support me. So that changed. That's good. Yeah. Dope.
Oh, I think for me, I did notice that too, where it's like the people who are kind of isolated or stood out was due to like other reasons than like not being talented. But I will say, like, I see this more often than this issue that we've been talking about, is that we don't support people who are um not like us. So we would support people who are more like us,
Yeah.
rather than being able to accept the difference of others and be like, oh, okay, this person's a little bit different, a little bit off, or even weird, and not support that person. We're all just learning.